Wanted to show you guys my custom Millennium Falcon that I finished and repainted and added much of electrical modifications to it. This is the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon with the extra, like the Nerf cannon and this little pop-up sight thing. But I was going to show you everything I've done. I'm also I got all the figures for the Falcon. I can kind of go through those. But let's get started. I was going to show you the details first. All the paint details that I've done. These are all the weathering effects that I've done. I've also added the dish. One of them is right here. This is a little blast effect, and that's 3D there. So there's that one, and then over here there are this one right here, and these are actually little holes. I don't know if you can see that. The speaker is behind there, and so these are actually little holes in here, and that helps. If you look real close, you can see part of the speaker right there. But that's a hole for the speaker, so that actually does kind of double duty. We got more effects. We got kind of this weathering of the exhaust coming around. Let's see, just more weathering. That pretty much does the top, and then the bottom here we got a little more rust on the bottom. There's a little more browns, and let's see, we got a couple more bullet holes right here, and these are 3D. I don't know if you can see those, but those are just with a soldering iron melting the plastic to get that to kind of bubble up right there. And this is a big one right here. This is another speaker. This scratch is actually supposed to be back here. But this is part of the floor, so I wasn't able to do that. And this also doubles as one of the speakers. So if you look in there, there's another speaker back there. But that's kind of a pretend like it landed on something sharp or something, like a rock or something. Yeah, just a lot of weathering going on with scratches and nicks and just personality, things that have happened to it. This goes right here. These Notaris, they pop off real easy. So this just goes right here. That goes like that. Okay. So that's kind of the weathering. Let's go ahead and show you all of the sound effects and the new stuff. Let's start with the there's two different kinds of sounds on here. There's the original sounds from the Force Awakening set, and then there's the Super Millennium Falcon electronics that I've added. Plus, I've also added lights to the rear that adds to that. So let's go ahead. We'll turn those on. Switch is right here. It's got a new switch. And so when you turn it on, there's a marble inside there, a ball bearing, and when you tilt it back and forth, you get those sounds. Now the lights aren't on, because that's the way the original was set. You also get the landing sounds, and then the raising sounds. We'll do those again. It's kind of a shutdown. And then raising back up. Go ahead and do that, and then this one right here pops up the lasers, and you can multi-repeat that. And so you can pretend that you're firing, and you can put a guy in here if you want. We can put let's see, well, we can put a Han in here like that, and you push it again, and it kind of does a flashy, and then this just flops down. You push these, and then that put forward, and then that puts that back to normal. And then this right here is the Nerf cannon. So you push it once, pops that up, and you push it again. Well, might need to load it. There we go. and then try it again. Did it fire? Let's try it one more time. Oh no, it doesn't work. Alright, so that needs to be repaired. But it is in there. The Nerf missile's in there. Might have got something out of alignment. It does make the sounds, but that's not working right now. So I'll have to get that fixed. But anyway, that goes back inside there, and that's the Nerf for the Force Awakens, that little blaster and the two things there. And then that pretty much sums up the Force Awakens, and then I can pop this open and show you what's going on here. There's a clip here, and a clip here, and this pops off, and there's a connector right here. So I'll show you the interior. That's pretty much all of the Force Awakens stuff, and so this will be the big Millennium Falcon electronics that I've added. Okay, so one thing we got here is you flip this up, and it turns on those lights. That leads to the cockpit. I added a mirror in the back, so it looks there's two panels are real. The other two are mirrors, so it makes it look like it goes further than it actually does. But that shows that. So you know, so it goes about to here, and then you hit that mirror, so you can see through 3PO right there. And that's kind of a cool little effect. There's that one, and then I got a little light right here, the medical bay. So you know, whoever can, if 3PO is not feeling good, he can sit right there and sleep, or and he can reach this little button right here for a little night light. So that goes right there, and then those lights are just right there. But so there's the lights, and then this button right here is for the sound effects. Oh, I should have got Obi-Wan over here, but we can put you know, Luke right here, and here's the little targeting droid or whatever, and you push this button and he makes sounds.
R2, come back at once. You don't know how to fix the hyperdrive.
That's one of the sounds. There's an ant right there. But you do the sounds right here.
Blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
There's that one. And this can float around.
You see? You can do it. You've taken your first step into a larger world. With the blast shield down, I can't even see.
So those are the sounds.
How am I supposed to fight?
And then we got that one. Put him back. Put him back. And then if we get this Chewbacca right here, let me actually move his feet. But this is the one that goes with him sitting, and these are supposed to go behind his head. So if I put him behind his head, he's just chilling. I'll put him like that, something like that. There we go. That looks good. And then we can put R2 right here. And where's that C3PO? C3PO right here. Then you push this button. That lights up right there.
It's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
I suggest a new strategy, R2. Let the Wookiee win.
So that's fun. More Chewbacca. Okay, so that's that one. Those little sound effects. This has an extra battery back in here. Some of it was 4 volts, so I had an extra battery. So that's another thing that's in there. The other 2 batteries are the standard. And then again, this pops up right here. So Han's going to be in here. So there's Han. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now let's show you. I'll turn that off. Oh, and I forgot that if you push this down, you get headlights. So So here's the headlights, like that. Still making its sounds. So there's the headlights. That's pretty cool. Pop this down. There we go. And they're really fancy. They're like $3 a piece. LEDs. They're the correct kind of a warm white, but that looks pretty cool. And so then you can see it's pretty bright. It shines right here. You can turn off the lights and float it around. Kind of see where you're going. Whoa! That's pretty cool. And so you flick those off like that. And okay, now let's show you the really cool part, the engines. Okay, so we got the hyperdrive unit right here. This switch doesn't do anything now, it's locked. This is a headphone plug, and here's the other end of the headphone plug. This plugs right here. This separate piece right here is, well, it's just a little bonus piece. And so you can put people in here. You can still kind of play with it that way, but not really. But anyway, this plugs in right here, like that. We're going to put this back on, and I'm going to go through the engine lights. You also have some extra sounds that I can show you, but let's show you the engines right here. This is probably the coolest part. Okay, so you push. We got two bonus buttons right here that weren't there before. This one is for the startup, and this is for hyperdrive. So I'll push this one up. 1 out of every 3 is a false start, and that's pretty cool. I'll show you the false start. We'll see what happens when I push this. Okay, so that's the false start. It did not start up. It does kind of a twinkle and tries to start, and it fails. And so we're going to try it again. Hopefully this is a full run. So that's perfect. Let's see the engines. And they do kind of a wave. And it'll time out. So it times out. It doesn't last forever. If I want to, there is a secret button. There's a secret button right here. Right by the hyperdrive unit. And so if I click that, it locks the blue in an on state. And so it's just on. It's on and off. It's on off for that. And so I can leave it on there. So you can do that. You can play with it. And it's in blue mode. That's pretty cool. And it's kind of a wave thing. You can see it's pretty bright. It's got, you can see the wall right there. But that's the blue. Let me turn that back off, and then I can show you the, it makes it jump to light speed. So that turns that back off. That's kind of a manual override. If you want to play with it and just have it on, you can do that. But let's do the hyperdrive, the second button. You have to start up the engine first. So that starts it up. Not the perfect thing, but it does kind of twinkle and then full. And then we're going to push it again. There you go. It's like a really bright white. And it turns off. You can see right here. So I've done it to where you can kind of, if I can do it in my hand, pretty cool. And if you hold these, that one just doesn't do anything. But this one, if you hold it, it makes...
She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
Julie, get us out of here! What's that flashing?
other sounds.
We're losing a deflector shield.
Don't strap yourselves in. I'm going to make the jump to light speed.
You're all clear, kid. Let's blow this thing and go home. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
So that's some cool sounds. And then this one, if you hit it, if you hold it,
Angle the deflector shield while I charge up the main gun.
it also does some more Han and Luke
Don't
sound.
worry. She'll hold together.
This is more the battle sounds.
Got him! I got him! Great, kid! Don't get cocky! That's it! We did it!
And then it also does laser. But it's not tied to any LEDs. It's the same as this one. So when you click that up. So yeah, it's brr, 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 brr. They're pretty much the same sound, but if you hold this one, you get the sound, the talk. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the sounds, the lights, and that will time out and go away. If you don't hit anything, it just times out. But that is pretty much all. Oh, I did forget to mention that it does light up inside the cockpit. If you hit this, there is lights in there. So that's startup. And if we get a false start, it does kind of a different sequence. Yeah, so there's the false startup. Okay, so that's all the sounds, and the lights, and the back. That's pretty much it. And then I was going to show you, I was just going to have some fun with some of these characters. I was going to go through all the different phases of the Falcon. So first one is, I'm just going to put them in here just to see what they look like. So we can do Lando and L3. Put them in there. Put them in there. They fit. So that's them in there. Just wanted to see. So that's them. And let's see. Well, okay, then we can do, let's do Lando and Han. Let's put Lando over here and Han over here. I'm doing this one-handed. They're getting cozy in there. So that's them. Okay. Got that done. Okay, then the most iconic. I got a sticker that came off. These stickers are known to not stick very good. And you know what? That's gonna stay there for now. So we're gonna put Chewie right here, and Han right here. I think this is the one everyone wants to see. It's really cozy in there, and it's hard to do one-handed. Okay, so we can do, I'll do sounds too.
Come on! Switch over. Let's hope we don't have a burnout.
See some lights in there too. Throw that inside. You can see them in there. Kinda. Okay, there's Chewie and Han. Let's see, we got, we can put R2-D2 in here. Why not? Alright, so there's them, and then put Lando. We'll do a little Empire, or a little Return of the Jedi here. Put Millennium. That blast came from the Death Star. That thing's operational. And then wait, and then what was the next one? Yeehaw! And he goes, but that's them. Alright. So they fly, and then obviously they smash the radar dish. So this pops off like that. So they fly around. Just toss it over there, and then so they fly around like this. They don't need a radar dish. They're escaping the Death Star. So there's no radar dish, and to get them out, mission accomplished. We blew up the second Death Star. So put them over here. Okay, and then we got the new movies. We got a new dish. We'll put that back on. That goes right there. And we'll put Rey in here. Popular character, very popular. And we got This guy right here, Finn. Put him right here. Just kidding. We don't need him. We don't need him at all. He's we'll put him. Let's see. Put him in here. He's in charge of blasting things. So we'll put him in here. He doesn't actually go in the cockpit. That was just a joke. We'll put Chewie. We'll put Chewie back here. Chewie's a fan of the Falcon. So we'll put Chewie and Rey in here. Got the big guys in first. Big guys in first. I'm gonna put Rey in here. Like that. And there we go. That's with the square dish. Like that. Oh, it's kind of heavy. It's heavy with one hand. There we go. Alright. What else? Get them out. And then really, we don't even need Chewie at all. Let's get rid of him too. Rey's good by herself. She's in charge. She doesn't need any help. She can fly this plane just by itself. There you go. Oh. This goes down. There we go. Alright, we're good now. There you go. Millennium Falcon. Force Awakens. This box right here. All the little people. This is kind of the end of the video. These are the bonus. We've now entered the bonus whatever phase of the video, the very end. This is still making a lot of noise, so we're going to turn this off. It's got that bearing inside. Whenever you change it, it goes shh, a lot of rushes. So we're going to do Force Link. We can go ahead. This is like extended scene. I'm just going to show you the ones that have sound.
Han Solo. I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon. I got a bad feeling about this.
It'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't it?
Just an extra thing. It's fun. Here's the Rey I have.
I'm not afraid of you. You're going to pay for what you did. I'm not afraid of you.
Not a happy camper. Okay, so we got Chewie. Kind of makes the same sounds over and over again. And then Ninum is one of the earlier figures. There's no sound. No sound on this one. We got
I am C-3PO, human cyborg relations. Oh my.
C-3PO. Try to get as many that make sound as possible. This is the one where he flies around. But he makes more sounds. Okay. And then this one makes sense. Leia.
Count me in. I hope you know what you're doing. Well, it only takes one to sound the alarm.
Yep, so we can mix and match these a little bit. So there's kind of Empire Strikes Back. I think there was, yeah. So that was Empire Strikes Back right there. And because R2 and Luke went to Dagobah. So there's those. And then this one makes sound.
Hey there. I go by Lando Calrissian.
He's a
Come on,
smooth
we're getting out of here. Everything you heard about me is true.
smooth guy. Okay, so then we got the...
They call me Han Solo. I don't run from a fight. Huh. I've got a really good feeling about this. This better be worth it.
Alright, and then let's see, no sounds. No sounds on that one. No sounds on that one. And L3.
You're beginning to agitate my servos. Execute a little free will. Don't just blindly follow the program. Execute a little free will.
There we go. Okay, so those are all the figures. That's fine. Put those away. I did forget to mention this doodad, this little blaster thing. This you can put anywhere in that back portion. It kind of makes sense, kind of does not. But anyway, that's pretty much wraps it all up. Force Awakens, Star Wars, with custom sounds, custom lights. The rear lights, that little sparkle effect, that was powered by an Arduino. Look up Falcon3Dparts.com. They have an Arduino kit that made this possible. It's I don't know, 2 sets of, they were like $40 a piece, so it was like $80 to get all of that working. There was a bunch of white LEDs back here. But yeah, that was an Arduino powered electrical add-on that was. So inside right here, there's an Arduino right here, and it powers the lights right there. But then a bunch of LEDs, the sound effects, pop-up things like that, and LEDs. But there you go. Thanks for watching.